Hey guys, this is VoyMonk doing a video voice vlog. Yeah, it is doing it, as we do, and building on the platform that I started almost a year ago, coming up this November. And I played around with a little bit here and there in terms of what it is that I want to communicate and how I want to build this channel. And it's slow going. If you've listened from the beginning or you go back to the beginning, you'll know that I've always said from the start that this is a progression. This is something that I do for myself. And then, of course, I do it as something that is presented to the rest of the world, you and anyone who's listening. And whether you're listening to the very first video voice vlog or you're listening to the 50th or now coming on almost 200, there's no getting in too late. I know that when it comes to series, sometimes it comes to shows and things like that. I know I've always had a kind of a difficult time getting into something if I don't know where it's began, what it's about, and ultimately where it's going. And so that's always been something that's been difficult for me. So in creating this channel and doing the video voiceovers, I sought to remedy that by keeping it very fluid, keeping it very loose, keeping it something that is formulated, that I build on each and every one of these that I do, from the first video voice vlog till now. I've set my goals to be realistic, presence of mind, about consciousness. And of course, over the time that I've done this particular channel, there have been changes that I've made in terms of the frequency in which I do video voice vlogs. And now that the summer is over, which is my least favorite season, I've actually been thinking a little bit more about maybe doing more of the video voice vlogs as I want to do them, because I enjoy making them and they're cathartic. Obviously, they're there's something that helps me, like I said, which is the primary purpose for my doing this. But there's other things that I'd like to kind of build on in addition to that. Speak my mind, talk about my experiences, share with you the joys and the things that I like, and then of course engage with others that may happen to be listening along with this and decide maybe they have a comment or they want to say something, or maybe they want to engage in the dialogue. And that's really what this VoyMonk channel is really about. So I decided on this particular video voice vlogs do something a little bit different than I've been doing recently, which is I've tried to kind of craft things a little bit more focused, a little bit more structured. But at the same time, there's been things that, with every change that we do, I think there's always that sense of maybe doing an overcorrection or overcorrecting in places where, we just might want to make a little adjustment here and there to make improvements. And so that's part of the process. That's part of me doing the thing that I do, which is, while I've tried to create more structure, no editing, always real, and always me doing this thing myself. So that's something I wanted to touch base with on this as I go, because being the presence of mind is important while doing these. And so, like I said, as I keep going, I plan on doing more improvements and maybe even doing more shows. I'll keep you abreast of that as we go into November, which I think will probably be my 1-year anniversary for doing these video voice vlogs. Like I said, we're almost up to 200. So, it's a building process. And I think anything or anyone that maybe kind of does this is part of doing it, building the foundation and creating something that is hopefully everything that I'd like it to be. So that's going to do it in this video voice vlog. And that's the other thing I also wanted to mention as far as time constraints. When I started doing these, I used to do these much longer, and obviously in that format, I think it's a little harder to kind of gravitate towards people who listen for the first time. So I've tried to shrink it down from as long as I've done them. But I'm not afraid to go longer. But generally, I've kept these now anywhere, went from 10 minutes to 5 to 8 to 3 to 5, and now that's pretty much the sweet spot. But if I do more of these video voice vlogs, do them a little bit more laid back. Like I said, I've tried to do more structure, but I think I also want to make sure that I'm keeping it as fluid as well. And if you're listening to these, I enjoy critique, constructive criticism, any of that. So, but that's going to do it for this video voice vlog. Like I said, I still try to keep them anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes, at most probably 10. And then, of course, I might, if I start doing more of these, I'm thinking more along the lines of doing a Friday show, which would be a longer format, meaning maybe the 5, 10, 15-minute show, video voice vlog, not show. And yeah, I guess more of a kind of a show rather than just a video voice vlog. But none of these are supposed to be a show. It's not me performing, but just speaking what's on my mind. And I think I have a little bit more to say and more time to do it as I grow the channel and improve on it. So, like I said, until next time, take care.